Hello and welcome back. My name is Dayup. Today we'll talk about past perfect tense. It is one of the most important tense that we use in English language. And the past perfect tense is used to describe an action that was completed before another past action or point in time. Here, I'll give you some of the most important guidelines that you have to keep in your mind before you use past perfect. And also, I'm going to give you the best examples that will help you to use past perfect tense without making any mistakes. All right? Watch this video and comment me below in case if you have any confusions or if you want to know more about past perfect tense. All right, let's jump right straight to the presentation. Now let us look at the form of the past perfect. Well, the past perfect tense is formed by using had plus past participle form of the verbs. For example, had eaten, had gone, and had seen. Now let us look at the guidelines when to use past perfect. The past perfect is often used in conjunction with the past simple to show that one action occurred before another in the past. Here are some examples of the past perfect tense used in conjunction with the past simple. For example, by the time I arrived at the restaurant, they had already finished their meal. She had read the book before she saw the movie. They had bought the tickets before the concert was cancelled. I had already completed the project before the deadline. He had taken the medicine before he felt better. She had visited Paris before she went to Rome. They had left the party before the police arrived. We had discussed the matter before we made a decision. By the time I arrived, she had already left. So these are some of the examples of past perfect when you use with past simple. Now let us look at another usage of past perfect. The past perfect is often used with time expressions such as before, after, and by the time to show the sequence of events. For example, I had finished my work before he arrived. Okay, let us look at some more examples. By the time the train arrived, she had been waiting for 2 hours. After she had finished her homework, she went to bed. He had visited 6 countries before he turned 30. We had already seen the movie by the time it was released on DVD. By the time they got to the restaurant, the kitchen had already closed. I had lost my phone before I realized it was missing. By the time he got the job offer, he had already accepted another position. Before the storm hit, they had secured all the outdoor furniture. I had finished the book before the author announced the sequel. By the time she got home, her husband had already prepared dinner. All right? So these are some of the examples. Now let us look at one more usage of past perfect. The past perfect is often used in reported speech to show that the reported action occurred before the reporting verb. Here are some examples of the past perfect tense used with reported speech. Now the first example is she said she had already eaten breakfast before she came to work. He told me that he had seen the movie twice before. They said they had finished the project before the deadline. She told me she had visited Rome before she went to Paris. He said he had already taken the medicine before he felt better. They told me they had left the party before the police arrived. She said they had discussed the matter before making a decision. He told me he had already left the office when I called him. She said she had already seen the movie. All right, these are some of the examples of past perfect uh, using reported speech. Now let us look at the another usage of past perfect used for hypothetical situations. Means the past perfect can be used to describe a hypothetical situation that did not actually happen in the past. It means an imaginary situation. All right? Now let us look at some examples about it. If I had known about the traffic, I would have left earlier. All right? And some other examples, if he had studied more, he would have passed the exam. If we had booked our tickets earlier, we would have gotten a better price. If they had left earlier, they wouldn't have missed their train. If she had saved more money, she would have been able to afford the trip. If I had remembered to bring my umbrella, I wouldn't have gotten wet. If he had listened to his doctor, he wouldn't have gotten sick. If they had read the instructions, they wouldn't have made a mistake. If she had told me earlier, I would have helped her. If we had known the truth, we would have acted differently. Now remember that the past perfect is used to show the sequence of events in the past as well, specifically when one action was completed before another. Alright, now let us look at some examples. She had finished her homework before she went to bed. They had already left before the police arrived. He had already eaten before he came to the party. I had already booked the flight before I realized my passport was expired. They had already sold the house before the market crashed. The fifth one is they had already sold the house before the market crashed. She had already graduated from college before she started her career. He had already retired before he moved to Florida. They had already finished their meal before I arrived at the restaurant. I had already read the book before I saw the movie. She had already found a new job before she quit her old one. Alright, by understanding these guidelines, you can use the past perfect tense effectively in your writing and speaking. Alright, I wish you all the very best. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, please do hit the like button and share with your friends and family members as well. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye for now.